I really don't understand people, women. You take your car to the mechanic and you will never shut up. You keep explaining what's wrong with the car. You even tell the mechanic, don't do this and don't do that. You take your dog to the vet, or maybe to someone who's going to clean up the dog, or maybe you have a new dog walker. You give instructions, don't do this, don't do that. Or maybe in school, your child's school, you're like, oh, he's always this and he's always that. Please don't give him this, don't give him that. But then when you go to the doctor's office, and so for some of you, pastors as well, that's why pastors can tell some of you to lie down, and you will lie down. So, sorry for another day. You take yourself to the doctor's office and suddenly you are mute. You're like a chicken on the table that is being dressed. Fibroids that he can see with maybe a scan, ultrasound or something. You allow a doctor, even a female doctor, to put her hand in your, for what? For what? You know that most doctors, sorry, due respect to this profession, but you know that some people, in every profession, there are bad eggs, bad apples. Some of them are sick. They just want to put hand for no reason. Why are you putting your hand there? And then the woman will just stay there quiet. It's when you go to the doctor's office, when you go to the pastor's office, you just become mute. You're paying this doctor. You are the body. If anything happens to you, you cannot come back and say, but I paid you, but I did this, but I did that. If someone dies on the operation table, the person doesn't come back to say, hey, but I paid you, give me back my money. You're gone. So why you're still alive, why you're still healthy, why you can still talk, why you're in front of the doctor at his table or at her table. If you say, do this, let me tell you my story. I told this doctor, she was a female doctor. I told her I wanted to do a pelvic scan. She was like, maybe you should do a pregnancy scan because I was giving her all my symptoms. She was like, no, do this. I was like, no, do that. Do this. Even the time I accepted the tranexamic acid, I was wise, but I was afraid of, when I accepted tranexamic acid, I had sense, but I was afraid of offending the doctor. I didn't know that I was supposed to put myself first. Be afraid of ending up perpetually sick. Be afraid of ending up with a side effect that cannot be easily removed. Be afraid of a side effect that can claim your life. No, I was afraid of offending the doctor. I was like, okay, tranexamic acid, this is taken from the venom of a snake, blah, 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 blah. It sounds really interesting. This is that. Okay. I knew about it. And I was like, okay, look at the side effects. And I said, no, it's only when you take it too much. First day I took it, I was dizzy. I was losing my mind. I wanted to faint. That blurry vision, I had it. First day. And you see what that thing did to me. But you won't talk. You're afraid of offending the doctor. And another doctor that I spoke to, he was laughing. He was like, yeah. Another one I spoke to, the third one I spoke to, that one was like, so are you the doctor now? So since you can't, go home and treat yourself. And do you know what I did? I stood up. I went home and I treated myself because he was about to prescribe something to me that I just finished reading about. Go home and treat yourself. I will go home and treat myself. Thank you. It was nice talking to you too. You're paying this doctor. I'm not saying be arrogant. I'm saying know your body, advocate for yourself. There's a way you talk to people. You're like, but the thing is, most doctors, they have this pride, no matter how politely, because I was talking to them politely. I don't talk to doctors anyhow because I know many of them can be very, very vindictive. So I talked to them very politely. There was one I went to and I was rushed in an emergency. So I was rushed in an emergency that midnight. My parents took me to the hospital. And we got there. And so I was just listening to, I had the earpiece on. And then my parents were busy explaining to the doctor and everything. I was just listening to my music. You know what this person said? He said, you're in an emergency ward and you are listening to music. You know what I told him? I'm not dead yet. They want to claim so much power over you that you surrender your entire life. I told him I'm not dead yet. And my mom dragged my cheeks. And I was like, what? Just like, remember, you don't talk to these people like this. Some of them are very wicked. Some of them are very wicked. So I said, I didn't tell him anything. I just told him I'm not dead yet. What's his own with me listening to music? I'm in the emergency ward, so. And even that emergency ward that I came to at midnight, nobody attended to me till 2 p.m. the next day. I could have just gone home. And that 2 p.m. the next day was the moment they gave me that injection that almost claimed my life. Advocate for yourself. Be able to say, this medicine, I need time to go home and read about it. Ask for time. But the thing that if you're watching me from Nigeria, the thing with Nigerian doctors is they don't give you the prescription to look at. They just finish. You call one nurse, Maria, Veronica. Veronica will just come, carry the green cardboard, and be walking in front of you. Oh, hi, Madam Veronica, please can I see this? No, I'll take it to the pharmacist. Next thing, pharmacist will finish putting something together and call you. Love, I'm here, sir. Your money is 15,000. Okay, sir. You take this 3 times daily. You take that 3 times daily. You take. For what? How did we get here? I say I'm not taking. For this particular one, my money was 40K. My mom was like, okay, let's pay. Oh, I said, Mommy, the card is not working. She said, it's working now, let's pay. I said, Mom, the card is not working, let's go. She said, it's working. I said, Mom, the card is not working. The man was now like, there's ATM outside. And I pinched my mom, dragged her. Calm down now. We have seen the drug. We will say we don't have enough money. We will go home and think about it. They didn't give us time to look at the medicine. Haba. Do you know anything about this medicine? Do you know that the pharmacies are highly political? Do you know they've told them you must sell this, you must sell that. Let's make sure we sell so this year. Next thing you go home taking this thing, vitamin C tablet you don't ask for. Jealousy, stomach pain. Everything will just be this thing. They even gave me antacid. Everything was just there, plenty. Why are you packing all this medicine for me? Why are you packing all this medicine? I said, it's like they have a target. We must sell this. They will just give me jealousy, antacid, banana flavor. I'm just remembering it now. It was so funny. Learn to advocate for yourself. Learn to have an interesting conversation. Keep the conversation polite and meaningful. But no matter how polite, remember, no matter how polite and meaningful it is, when you start asking questions to someone who doesn't have the answers, who feel like they're about to get caught, their reaction is to try to insult your intelligence, or to say you are disrespecting them, or to say, go and treat yourself, or to say, because one doctor I spoke to, he was happy to see, and he said that, wow, you're an enlightened patient. And that's good. These people don't know you. Yes, they studied anatomy, but they don't know you, but they don't know what's happening right now. And I kid you not, new things are happening in people's bodies that they never studied. So you know your symptoms. Just say, these are the symptoms. When he says, okay, why am I taking this if it is this? Ask questions. You don't go find house for Lagos before. When you see agents, the time I was looking for a place in Lagos, I went with my friend who is a lawyer. She did not disclose herself as a lawyer. But once she just starts asking questions, the man was now like, are you the one renting? Please, I don't want to be talking to that your friend. That was what he said. Told me, I don't want to be talking to that your friend. And I said, but she's the one that was like, she's the one that will be coming to see me now. No matter how polite you are, once you're asking questions to someone who doesn't have the answers, they are going to react emotionally. They're going to react by trying to insult your intelligence. They're going to say you are rude, you are impolite. But if you're talking with a doctor that cares about you, if you're talking with a doctor that is honest with you, and you say, but I heard that this thing will affect my fertility, he's going to try to respond to you without making you feel like you are over sabi. Okay? You love you. You love you when you're at home. You love yourself. So why do you not love yourself when you're at the doctor's office? Why do you care more about how the doctor is going to feel? His work is to work for you. And now you're right there and you've placed him on the position of God, unquestionable. That's what's happening to our women's health today. And again, women who are not assertive and women who have no boundaries are the ones who fall victims. Because the time I fell victim, I didn't really keep up my boundaries. I didn't say, don't give me this injection. I know that later after that point, I started declining. The nurses were upset. They hated me. They were eyeing me. They were looking at me. They looked at my bed differently. But I said, I don't want. The next day, I woke up and discharged myself because what am I here for? What are you keeping me here for? Drip, drip, drip after drip, drip after drip. Why can't I just go home and eat food? What's with this whole drip thing? Learn to advocate for yourself. Love yourself. Place yourself above anybody's reputation that you're afraid of hurting, above anybody's pride rather that you're afraid of hurting. You're paying for it. If you die while you're working with that doctor, you never come back to explain. Explain now that you are alive and well. Peace. Bye.